We have a breaking update coming in. Politics has heated up over the RSS reaching out to the Gen Zs. Congress leader P. Chidambaram has questioned why the RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat is making this appeal now. While saying that he is not surprised, Chidambaram has reminded young people of the objectionable remarks made by the BJP leaders about the Jantar Mantar and the Cockroach Janata Party protesters. He has now asked whether Bhagwat's message is an attempt to make up for those earlier statements made by the Bharatiya Janata Party against the Cockroach Janata Party and also the protesters there at Jantar Mantar. Taking to social media, he has said, and I quote, "I'm not surprised that RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat has reached out to youth and Gen Zs. Youth and Gen Z should also recall what Nabin, who is the president of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and Atul, Limaye, who is the joint general secretary of the RSS, said a few days ago on the Jantar Mantar protest and the Cockroach Janata Party protest." He goes on to say that is Bhagwat atoning for the reckless allegation made by two office bearers of the Bharatiya Janata Party and the RSS. So that is a big charge that has come in from the Congress party. Well, the Congress has said that RSS outreach is a desperate attempt to win back the young people after protests against the Bharatiya Janata Party-led government at the centre. Listen in.
युद्ध को आप लोगों ने बुरी तरह पीटा, बच्चों के साथ में भद्र व्यवहार किया पुलिस ने वहाँ पे। अब बच्चों के साथ, भविष्य के साथ में आप खिलवाड़ कर रहे हो। अब 12 साल के 13 साल के हो गए सत्ता आपकी, और इसमें उन लोगों के भविष्य के बारे में सोचा नहीं। अब ये युद्ध हाथ से जा रहा है करके उनको चुप करने की बात हो रही है।
प्रधानमंत्री से बात करनी चाहिए थी, गृह मंत्री से बात करनी चाहिए थी, इनसे धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी से बात करनी चाहिए, जिन्होंने पेपर लीक का कहीं जिक्र भी नहीं किया, और जब प्रत्यागपत्र दिया तो उसमें गर्व का भाव था, कोई ग्लानि का भाव नहीं है।
ये खनक है पटना चुनाव की और दतिया चुनाव के रिजल्ट। युवा पूरी तरीके से भाजपा से छला हुआ, धोखा दिया हुआ महसूस कर रहा है। उसकी आवाज सुननी पड़ेगी। राहुल गांधी पूरी मजबूती के साथ युवाओं की आवाज को उठा रहे हैं।
Arunil is joining us live in the broadcast with more details. Good morning, Arunil. While the politics continues, could you take us through the key takeaways as far as this interaction of RSS chief with the students there yesterday is concerned? Arunil, can you hear me? All right, we'll try and reconnect that line with my colleague Arunil, but in the latest we're learning that the Congress party is saying that RSS outreach is a desperate attempt to win back the young people after the protest against the Bharatiya Janata Party-led government at the centre. The Bharatiya Janata Party, however, has been insisting that the RSS has never shied away from the dialogue, arguing that engaging with every section of the society from both youth and women to farmers has always been part of the Sangh's DNA. Listen in.
मैं मानता हूं कि ये उनके लिए अजूबा होगा जो कि संवादहीनता पर विश्वास करते हैं। आरएसएस के लोग तो संवाद करने पर विश्वास करते हैं और लगातार समाज के सभी वर्गों के साथ सभी मुद्दों पर वो संवाद करते रहे। और जो जेन-जी तो अभी चर्चा आई है, चाहे युवा हैं, चाहे महिलाएं हैं, चाहे नौजवान हैं, चाहे किसान हैं, और समाज के कोई भी वर्ग हो, उनके साथ संपर्क, संवाद और समन्वय आरएसएस का जो है वो संकल्प रहा है। और उसी का जो है वो जो अभी जेन-जी का जो आप देख रहे हैं संवाद का कार्यक्रम मोहन भागवत जी का वो है।
Well, Arunil is joining us live in the broadcast with more details. Arunil, could you take us through the key highlights as far as this interaction of RSS chief with the students is concerned, and also shed some light on what the opposition leaders are saying about this interaction?
Well, Akansha, good morning to you. What was noteworthy to basically look into yesterday was it was a completely freewheeling chat that RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat had in front of more than 2,000 Gen Z students who had gathered there. He answered all the questions without any hindrance, basically, it was a no-hold-barred interview that he gave. Firstly, he said that it is important that the government has a dialogue with Gen Zs. He also said, when he was asked that whether the present government delayed in having a dialogue and that is why the protest escalated, he said, he accepted it, saying that when the protest escalated so much, then there was a mistake. I am not getting into who committed the mistake or who made the mistake. Then he was asked that whether Gen Z protesters are anti-nationals. He said not at all. They are part of our system. They are part of our country. There is no question of any international funding in this also. And he also requested Gen Z one point, saying that we all know that violence is wrong. Then why do you want to follow those who indulge in violence? So kind of an indirect message Mohan Bhagwat also tried to give to Gen Z. So several key points were being discussed. He was also asked about women empowerment, and he said that in society, in India now, women and men are equal. Both should be treated as equal. Then he was asked a counter question that why in the RSS module or RSS system, women don't hold that much of a recognition. He said that it is a system that has been made around 100 years ago. Slowly and gradually, we are going to make changes in that as well. When asked about LGBT as well and same-sex marriage, he said that slowly and gradually the society needs to make a change and needs to accept that change. Only after that, the same-sex marriage or living in can be brought as a law. Basically, it is the society which decides the law. The law doesn't dictate the society. Very important discussions, significant discussions took place last evening at the Nita Ambani Cultural Center, where Rishabh Shah, the founder of IIMUN, was interviewing RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat.
Absolutely, and he also went on to say that protest is a way of dialogue, and also Gen Zs are not anti-national. Thank you so much, Arunil, for getting us all those details. And after RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat's interaction with the Gen Z sparked political debate, Times Now exclusively spoke to the organizer, Rishabh, who says that the conversation was issue-centric and not at all political. Listen in.
Basically, on Gen Zs particularly, how was the conversation, and can you give more details about it?
मुझे बहुत ही बढ़िया लगा और आई थिंक जेन जी के साथ संवाद करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और उन्होंने संवाद किया आपके सामने और ऐसे विषय रखे द काइंड ऑफ इश्यूज दैट ही केप्ट वो वेरी डिफरेंट एंड डाइवर्स इश्यूज पर से सो आई डोंट एक्सपेक्ट समबडी पीपल वुड नॉट एक्सपेक्ट समबडी लाइक हिम इन ऑर्डर टू टॉक अबाउट दीज इश्यूज उसके लिए मैंने न्योता दिया था सेइंग सर प्लीज टॉक अबाउट दीज इश्यूज एंड ही एक्सेप्टेड
Can this be seen as an outreach that the RSS is making towards Gen Zs, the youth of the country, particularly after the Jantar Mantar protest?
I don't know. This is a question better for Mohan ji to answer. But in regards to us, I think that he's been coming to IIMUN regularly. ये तीसरा मौका है public facing conversation that he's had. So he's